Hey YouTube family, this is Mika Coleman with Tax Deed and Overage Education, where I teach smart earners how to expand their income through non-traditional methods like cash, credit, or mortgages. And so today's topic is going to be about like the number one ingredients to becoming an entrepreneur. I think I'm going to talk a little bit more about entrepreneurship because I believe that everybody that wants to be an entrepreneur does not really have the mindset or the muscle to become or to even be an entrepreneur. And it was kind of interesting. I wanted to do this video because it's like I was listening to Steve Harvey on the radio on my way to the gym this morning, and I was like, oh my God, he's so on point. He said that, you know, in order to be an entrepreneur, you have to get good at suffering. Now, suffering is such a strong word. I would probably say you have to be good at becoming resilient, but he had a point when he was talking about you have to be good at suffering. And so I'm going to talk about one of the number one ingredients I believe that you need to be an entrepreneur. As you guys know, I teach tax deed and overages, and it's not something that happens overnight, but I guarantee if you give yourself 90 days, you could probably make more money than you make in your job in a year. I guarantee that. So I wanted to just talk about the number one ingredient you need in becoming an entrepreneur in whatever endeavor you do is really your passion. And I think purpose drives your passion. I am so passionate about real estate, y'all. Like before I even started this YouTube channel, before I even started teaching classes, I'd have to make myself go to bed, y'all. Like I loved real estate. Like I loved looking at numbers. I love looking at houses. Like everywhere I go, I'm looking at houses. I could spot like a vacant, abandoned property like nobody's business. Like it's in me. It's my passion. It's my purpose to educate and to inspire people about this business. Because honestly, y'all, I don't know what industry you can go and make your own hours and make six figures like before a year is even up. Like I tell people this story. When I first started in real estate, which is kind of interesting because I thank God for my mom because she's the one that told me to get into this business. Although she paid for my college, she paid for all my tuition. I have no school loans. I was like, Mom, you could have saved all that money because I ended up doing real estate, even though I have my bachelor's and my master's that my mom paid for, and I came out with no student loans. I ended up doing something that requires no education, no bachelor's degree. Interesting enough, right? But I say that all to say that this is one business where, like, you guys, I don't know. I got so many words I want to say. I'll just start off this. I thought after I got out of college, I would be able to make six figures, y'all. Like, I was like, okay, now that I have a degree, you know, I'm about to make big money. And the only jobs I was getting was like $12, $15 hour jobs. And I was like, I spent 4 years to make this type of money when all my girlfriends that didn't go to college, they were making like $20 or $30 an hour, but they had the experience because they went straight out of high school. So they were making decent money. And I'll never forget, my mom, I went to the 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞 conference, and she was like, Mika, I think this is you. You can do this. And I'm saying this all to say that to be an entrepreneur, number one, it's gotta be something that comes easy to you. Like it has to be like your passion, because when you fail or when you suffer, it doesn't matter because you know that this is something you should be doing. And as I was listening to Steve Harvey talk, he was just like, I failed over and over and over again, that I got good at it. Like I got good at just getting back up. And that's the same with me. Like my first deal, I made $80,000, but I made so many mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. Even in this business, you guys, I still make mistakes. The only difference is I ain't losing no money, y'all. That's what I love about this business. Like, I'm not losing no money. Now, you can lose money on tax deeds. I still haven't done that, probably because I've been in real estate a long time, so I know what to look for. I know before I buy, I could make money. Like, it's just, this business, I feel like, is the least risk that you can ever get into. So like, if you're looking at this channel, you're in the right space. If you're afraid to lose money, if you're afraid to like start, this is the place where you can fail, because it's so low risk. I wish I knew about this when I first started, because I was putting up my mother's 401k to buy property and leveraging my credit. And in this business, you don't have to do any of that. And so I say that all to say, I probably, had I not lost everything, I probably wouldn't have ever looked for something better like this niche. Because as you guys know, some of you guys probably watched some of my videos, like in 2008, 2009, I lost everything. Like, luckily, because I was in the industry, I didn't have any foreclosures. I had to short sell. I was able to sell stuff. But what I had planned on, they tell you, like, people always want to be like, I got 10 doors or 80 doors. I'd be like, please, like, you could brag all day you want about all these doors, but if you still probably working to pay for them doors, because like, people don't tell you that trash, toilets, and tenants is not cute. It's not sexy either. It's not fun. And I always tell people, I was property rich. I was property rich by 35. I mean, not property rich, y'all. Yeah, I guess it was property rich. I'm going to say property rich, but cash poor, because I own property. I had like 6 properties. But shoot, I had to have at least $20,000 or $30,000 to cover the mortgages, even though I had renters. It's like, if a renter didn't pay, then guess who had to pay? Me. So I always tell people, y'all can have them single families. Like, y'all can have, the 5, 6, 7 single families. Y'all can have that, because I don't want it. And from that experience, I say that all to say that I failed because I was like, I'm going to retire at 40. Well, guess what? I did not retire at 40, because nobody told me to have a plan B. Nobody told me, if your renters don't pay or if the market crash, where you going to get your income from? So I say that all to say, I'm still here though. I'm still in the real estate game. Why? Because it is my passion. It is my purpose. And I feel like my purpose is to inspire and educate in a niche that I'm passionate about, And so I just wanted to like encourage, even if you're not doing this business and you're an entrepreneur, to don't give up. There are going to be days where you just don't feel like it. Like, there's some days that I want to give up on even teaching my mastermind, because I'm like, well, I don't even need to teach people this. Like, I'm doing good on my own, but I realize that God has given me a gift to teach and inspire others. And so I also want to give the gift about entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship is not easy. It's something that you have to keep getting up every day and believing in yourself. I forgot, that's what I wanted to say. So my mom, talk about believing in yourself. My mom bought this real estate program, and you know how they get you, y'all. They be like, oh, just come to the program. It was like $97, but when you get there, they upsell you. And so they upsold me to like a $30,000 program. And at that time, I had, graduated from college, and I had just paid off all my debt with my $12 hour job, y'all. And I was like, I'm gonna do this. I was like, they said that I could make $100,000, like, if I just do X, Y, and Z. And my mom, who had encouraged me to go, was like, you're about to use all your credit cards to buy this program? And I was like, yeah, I'm about to use all my credit cards, all 5 of them, to buy this program, because I believed in myself. But I also was like, I don't want to work for these people for $12 an hour. And I was like, if they said that if I do X, Y, and Z, I could get this, I believe it. And like I said just a minute ago, that first deal, I made $80,000. But guess what? I had to believe in myself. And I didn't make $80,000 overnight. It took me probably like 6 months, but I did it. And so I just want to encourage you, if you're trying to get into either real estate or anything entrepreneurial, don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid if it doesn't work out the first time. Like, a lot of people will buy my course or they'll do the mastermind and it's too hard. Well, then this probably just isn't your passion. So I always tell people, this business, you have to be persistent and consistent. And I was listening to another thing, and it was saying that consistency is the best currency for entrepreneurship. You know why? Because consistency will give you the muscle memory to do it when you don't feel like it. And like I always make a joke to all my friends, I'm like, I don't have a boss. I don't have anybody to tell me to wake up and do this or get this done. I have to have it within myself. And so I just want to encourage you and empower you that the number one ingredients you have to have is passion and then purpose. Those two combined will get you to where you're going, and then you have to be consistent. And the very least last thing I want you guys to know is that don't be afraid to fail. Don't. Because